Welcome. In this walkthrough, we're going to show you how to use the automated backfill feature for your Metrc integration inside of Canold. Self-service backfills are useful for bringing historic information into your reporting infrastructure and getting the most recent data available into your database infrastructure. Since Metrc bills for API usage, as a default, we only pull your data once per day. Otherwise, the frequency of the data is at your demand. Upon completion, all data generated from the daily refresh and our on-demand backfills are available immediately in your reporting. And for our premium customers, inside of your fully managed database infrastructure. Let's get started. First, log on to canold.com. Once you're there, go ahead and click on the Integrations tab. From the list of integrations, you'll choose Metrc. And then choose your Metrc integration from the list. That's going to take you to the main integration settings for that specific account. These three tabs here at the top bring you to different kinds of settings for your integration. Let's start with the Authentication tab. This is where you'll see things like your display name, the organization, the state that's connected to your Metrc account, and the API that you've already connected in previous steps. Now, let's switch to Facilities. Here, you'll see a list of every facility that's connected to your account. Active facilities have blue checkboxes next to them. If the checkbox is blank, like in this case, that facility is inactive, which means data will not be flowing and you will not be able to run a backfill for it. So make sure the facility that you want to use is active. Once you've confirmed that, click on the Manage Quota Sync Data button for that facility. This screen will take you to another screen where you can configure the different types of data that you want to backfill. Here, under the ETL name column, you'll see all of the different types of information that you can backfill for a given facility. If your facility doesn't handle one or more types of these, the sync button to the right will be disabled. For example, retail facilities don't usually do harvests, so the harvest data for this facility cannot be synced. You can override the disabled button by enabling the ETL by clicking the checkbox next to the facility and hitting save. We've preset all of these for you based on what Metrc tells us your facility does. Each type of data has a checkbox. You can turn them on or off depending on what you want to sync. Only the ones with the blue checkbox will actually be included in the backfill. Now, we'll scroll down to set our date range. Let's say you want to bring in data from June. So you'll go select June 1st, 2025 through June 30th of 2025. And then simply click Sync. Let's note here that Metrc only allows us to retrieve data from within the last 2 years. Our older customers don't have to worry about that because we store all of their transaction, product, and harvest information since they first became our customers. We'll do the same for your teams so you won't lose data over time. Once you click Sync, it sends a request to our servers and we handle the rest. If you want the most recent data, you can always run a sync for today's date. So for example, if you had pulled it once per day and you want to get the data that is the most fresh from when you pulled it last, simply choose today's date and hit sync. And that will pull the freshest data in from the last time the process ran. Now, to check on the progress of your sync, head over to the Sync Status tab. Here, you'll see a list of all of the backfills that you've initiated along with their current status. Once the sync is finished, you can verify the data has been successfully added to your database. And that's it. You're now ready to run backfills anytime you need historical or fresh data from Metrc. Thanks for watching, and as always, let us know if you have any questions.